Okay, we can start today on our backs. And unless it hurts your back to straighten your legs, let's all go ahead and straighten them. We'll start with a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth, sinking the weight of the body into the ground. Let's take two more like that. And then just let the breath come in and out through the nose. Expanding the inhale into the belly. Feeling the belly relax and release toward the spine as you exhale. And then letting the breath become even bigger, moving from the belly to the ribs. And then bigger still, belly, ribs, chest. Feeling everything returning back to the belly. Almost like the body's folding in on the exhale. Unfolding on the inhale. And then on that same inhale, we'll just turn the palms of the hands out, away from the body in the direction of the thumb. And then relaxing that back on the exhale. See if it can be less of a doing and more of an unfolding. Just like the body opens with the in-breath, the hand and arm move organically out and back. So it's not a giant movement. And then we'll do the same thing with the feet. Just moving in the direction of the baby toes on the inhale. And just releasing that and coming back on the exhale. And then let the feet and legs come back to stillness. Though perhaps you're still able to feel the movement without trying to create it. Letting the hands and arms rest. Maybe here too, feeling the reverberation of the movement continuing without the intention to make it happen. Staying connected to this deep, spacious three-part breath. Bring the knees in, taking the hands onto the knees. And see if the breath is any different now. Maybe the thighs are constricting the belly a little bit, and maybe that affects how you're feeling the breath. Just notice. And then on the inhale, we'll take the knees out to the sides. Feel how that changes the shape of the breath. And then exhale back in, hugging the knees in toward the body. Again, opening wide as you breathe in. And back on the exhale. Continue like that. Is there a sense of the movement coordinating with the breath? And if so, does it feel like the breath is fueling the movement? The movement is facilitating the breath? Maybe both? Once the legs come back in this next time, you'll inhale and just bring the knees away from you until the arms are straight. Full expression of breath. Exhale, hug them in as close to the body as they'll go. Maybe feeling how the breath in the belly naturally rocks the thighs away from it. Perhaps noticing how bringing the thighs back in helps to more deeply release the exhale. One last time. And then bring the hands inside the legs and around the bottoms of the feet, pulling the feet up over the knees. Pull the chin in. Deep breath in. On an exhale, relax the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. And just continue to let the hands be heavy on the feet. Feel the movement of the breath inside this new shape. And then release the hands, send the legs straight up, holding the backs of the legs. Point and flex the feet. Moving with breath. And relax the feet. Bring the left foot down onto the ground. Hands behind the back of the right leg. Reflex the right foot. Take a deep breath in, pressing up through the heel. And then as you exhale, lift your forehead up toward the leg. Slide your hands up toward the foot. And if your right leg is straight, then you can straighten the left leg as well. If the right leg is bent, please keep the left leg bent too. Good. And then on your next exhale, again, relax the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. As you inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head and breathe deeper. Exhale, pull the belly toward the spine. Keep the foot actively flexed. Lengthen the inhale, lengthen the spine. Lower the head down. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg, or if you can grab a hold of the foot, you can do that. And return the right hand to the ground. And then bring that right leg over toward the left. Turn your head to the right. Keep the back of the right hip on the ground. So we're not coming into a twist and lifting the pelvis in any way. Quite the opposite. Use your abdominal strength to ground the pelvis. Just stretching the leg. And return the leg to center. Release the hand. Lift the left leg up. And bring the right foot onto the ground. Initially, the knee is bent. Hands clasped behind the back of the leg. Reach up through the heel. And then lift up through the head. Slide your hands up toward the foot. And then with an exhale, relax the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. And if that left leg is straight, you can straighten the right leg. Pull the toes down toward the forehead. And really focus on elongating as you inhale. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the breath. Exhale, belly toward the spine. Let the hands be heavy. So it's not so much a pulling of the leg, just the weight of your hands. Letting the leg relax enough to surrender under that weight. And lower the head down. Bring the left arm to the ground, the right hand to the outside of the left leg or to the foot if you can reach. And then just aim that left leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. Connect with how your breath expands and contracts. Where the breath goes and how the shape of the body both influences the breath and is influenced by the breath. And release the right arm, lift the left leg, bend the knee, place the foot on the ground, bend the other knee, and roll over to one side. And then slowly press yourself up to sitting. Pull the feet in and have them touching. Have the hands just above the ankles and pull the hands toward you, rolling the shoulders down and lifting the chest. Soften the belly, breathe belly, ribs, chest. And then exhale and fold forward over your legs, releasing the hands to the ground, relaxing your head down, dropping your elbows, and breathing the spine longer as you inhale, drawing the belly toward the spine as you exhale.
See if you can send your breath all the way down into your hips. Slowly roll yourself up. Bring the left hand to the right shin. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, bend over to the left. Gaze up and to the right. Reach out of the fingers as you breathe in. And feel that relaxing back as you breathe out. See if you can get a sense of that organic movement that we touched into in the beginning. Inhale up. Exhale the hand down. And release the left hand. Bring the right arm across to the left shin. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale over to the right. Gazing up and to the left. Reaching out long as you inhale. Relaxing with the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale the arm down. And then slide the legs forward. Flex the feet and create a square inside your legs. Pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over to the right. Bringing the right hand down beside you and the left arm across on the diagonal. Push into the right hand and sink more deeply into your left sit bone. And then reach out with the left hand. If it happens to be able to come to the ground, you might inch the fingertips away from you. And just breathe, feeling expansion and relaxation. And then roll yourself up, reach up, inhale. Exhale down to the left. Left hand beside you, right arm on the diagonal. Head relaxes down. Right arm reaches out longer. Left hand pushes into the ground, sinking into the right buttock. Inhale, coming up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, straight over. Relaxing the arms, dropping the head, letting the elbows drop. Feeling your deep breath moving into the body, opening the body. And exhale, releasing. Relax even more. And then roll yourself up. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale the arms down. Straighten the legs. Flex the feet. Press the thighs into the ground. Inhale the arms up. And we'll do our last seated forward bend, coming over the straight legs, letting the arms relax down. And then instead of using the arms, use the legs. Push down into the legs to extend out longer through the spine. And then instead of using the hands to pull yourself closer, rather than forcing, just relax yourself down. Draw the belly in. So using the breath rather than the will. Expanding longer on the inhale and relaxing on the exhale. Legs are pressing down. And then roll yourself up. Reach up, inhale. Exhale down. Find the rhythm of your breath and stay connected to your breath as you come onto hands and knees. And then without skipping a beat, wherever the rhythm of your breath is, you'll come into a cat and cow, rounding on the exhales, arching on the inhales. And as always, those of you who prefer to do an upward dog and a downward dog, you're welcome to do that here. You can add a chaturanga if you want. Just whatever movement you're doing, let it be guided by the length and the rhythm of your breath. And if you're not already on your knees, please come onto your knees and we'll all come back into a table position. Feeling the weight of the arm bones sinking down and the upper leg bones. Gazing down at the ground. We're going to send the right leg back and the left arm forward. Pull the belly up to support the spine. And imagine that the breath is so long that it gently extends the fingers forward and the toes back. So you're breathing into the whole body. And then bring the left arm down and send the right foot over to the left with the toes curled under behind you. Beautiful. And we're going to have weight in the right hand and take that left arm up, gazing up at your thumb. And maybe squeezing the inner thighs together to go deeper. Pressing back through that back heel. And release down. Bring the right knee back. Reconnect with your table posture and your breath. And then send the left leg back and the right arm forward. Gazing down so that the neck is straight and in line with the rest of the spine. Breathing long and full, feeling as though the breath can lengthen you even more. Imagine you're breathing to your fingertips and your toes. And bring the right arm down. Cross the left leg over to the right with the toes curled under.
Take weight into your left hand. Turn your ribs and belly to the right and lift the right arm up. Gazing up at your thumb if you can, if your neck is fine with that. Otherwise, modifying as you need to. Pressing back through the left heel, maybe down into the right foot for balance, maybe squeezing the inner thighs together. Feeling the breath. See how it moves you. And bring the arm down. Bring the left knee back. We'll walk the arms forward, keeping the hips lined up over the knees, letting the chest sink, coming either onto the forehead, or if you can, onto the chin, or if you can and want to go even deeper, onto one cheek. Keep your arms straight. And then just pull back ever so slightly at the hips. If you're on one cheek, switch to the other. If you're on a cheek, come center. Slide the hands back to lift up just momentarily as we then come straight down onto our bellies and chests. Bring the forehead to the floor. And then just curl the toes under a moment. Lift the thighs and then aim them toward each other so that the heels spiral outward. And then release the legs and feet back down. Bring the hands under the shoulders with the elbows by your sides and aiming toward your feet. Press down into the hips and pelvis and lift your head. Don't use your hands, just lift your chest and pull the shoulder blades back. Just a nice gentle cobra to begin. Maybe closing the eyes and feeling the movement of the breath inside the body. Seeing if the body moves with the breath. And then release your head down, continuing to feel the breath. Once again, pressing into the hips and pelvis, lifting your head, your chest, and if it's okay for your body, pressing into the hands, coming into a king cobra. Roll the shoulders back, point the elbows back, lift the eyes up, and then you can pull the heels of your hands toward the heels of your feet. lower down, resting legs, forehead, feeling breath. Stay with the rhythm of your breath as you push into your hands to lift yourself up, lift the hips, curl the toes, and lift the knees. Point the elbows toward the knees. Press the fingers away from you. Sink the chest toward the thighs and the head toward the ground. Breathe into the whole body. Hands are active. Press the thighs back and the heels down. Feel the breath moving through the wide open space created by your downward dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg up and look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Lift the body. Place the right hand on the right thigh. Bring the left arm up. Press back through the left heel. Press the tailbone forward and reach up through the fingers. Down through that right thigh. Hips forward, heel back. You can drop your head back and look at your thumb if that's within reach. Release down, coming all the way to the ground, stepping the right foot back. Inhale, the left leg up, look forward. Exhale, step it up between the hands. And then come up with the left hand on the left thigh and the right arm up. Press down into the thigh and lift tall through the hand. Press back into the right heel and forward with the tailbone. And then if you can and you want, you can lift the chest even more, lifting the gaze, sending your right hand back, looking at that hand if you can. Really pressing back through the heel. Slow breath. And release down. Bring the hands to the ground. Step the back foot forward. Round your back over your bent knees. Tuck your chin. Roll yourself up. Reaching the arms up as you inhale. Exhaling down. Turn the palms to face forward. And then breathe deeply, and we'll do that same movement that we did on our backs in the beginning of class. Just letting the palms rotate out away from the body on the in-breath, and then Relax on the out breath. Get a sense of the whole body breathing. And see if you can maintain that connection to your breath and your body breathing as you bring weight into your left foot and as you open your eyes. Bring the left arm up. Feel the breath reaching as you inhale. And then with your gaze fixed on a spot in front of you, bring your right foot onto your left hand, which is still facing out away from you. Let the knee come down. And then begin to kick that right leg back. If you can, take your gaze up and breathe and expand. Exhale and relax. Release. Nice. Turn the palms forward, close the eyes. Breathe and turn the palms to face out. Relax them back. Bring the right arm up. Sink weight into your right foot. Feel the extension up through the fingertips as you breathe in. And the relaxation as you breathe out. Open the eyes. Let them rest on one spot. And bring the left foot into the right hand. Kick it back and up. Lifting the gaze if you can. Feeling the expansion and release of each breath. And release down. Close the eyes. Just feel. Bring the chin to the chest. Bend the knees. Roll yourself all the way down onto your buttocks. Take the hands to the knees and rock lengthwise on your spine. And then we'll come into a shoulder stand. And if you're not practicing shoulder stand, if you're pregnant or menstruating, it might not feel appropriate. If you have neck issues that are aggravated, then you can just bring your hands under your hips and have the legs straight up in the air. If you're doing shoulder stand, then you can bring your hands to your elevated hips and walk them down your back toward the ground.
Roll the shoulders under you, getting the elbows closer together. Lift up through the tailbone and the toes. And then feel the breath. Notice how each shape creates a different breath. Really, every breath is different anyway, even if we're still and the shape doesn't change, but maybe more noticeably when the body's in different postures. Bring the knees down and see if you can place them to either side of the ear and maybe clasp your hands under you. Maybe the feet come down onto the ground behind you. Doesn't matter if they don't. And see if the breath is more in the back body here. And then bring the knees to the forehead, and you can support your body or not, lowering down slowly, returning to knees to chest. And then just gently rolling your head side to side, feeling how the point of contact moves across the back of your skull. And bring head center, bring the feet to the ground. Lift your tailbone, tuck it under, and release down. And release the legs and shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you might place that on your eyes now. And then just let your arms rest out away from the body. Let the legs rest away from each other. Close the eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, sinking the body into the ground. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, releasing the jaw. Lips part, mouth relax. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the mental activity. Finally, even releasing breath. Letting go of all effort to breathe in any certain way, or really to breathe at all. No need to make effort to breathe. Just allowing the natural breath to come and go as it will. And resting your attention on wherever you feel the breath most easily. Just being with the breath. Kind of like you were just
sit down next to a friend. Just accompanying it. If the mind wanders, that's okay. The mind does that, but we can just gently bring it back to the breath again and again. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Into your heart. Move the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And roll over onto either side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Rest your mind on the feel of your body breathing. Slowly press yourself up, letting your head come up last, sitting anywhere you're comfortable. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up.
Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.